Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Jara Febilia from grade 11 TKJ Industry. In this video, I will explain Cisco and what Cisco actually is. Cisco is a company that develops, manufactures, and sells networking devices and networking solutions. It was founded in December 1984 by Leonard Burson and Sandy Lerner. The company's headquarters in San Jose, California. United States. So, Cisco is a technology company that originated in California and was established by Leonard Burson and Sandy Lerner. Now, what product does Cisco offer? Cisco provides a wide range of networking products, including switches, routers, security devices, firewall, ESA, WSA, firewall, EAPS, and VoIP devices, data center, UCS, network switches, wireless, WLC, AP. Next, what certification can we earn and what are the learning stages when studying Cisco? Cisco certification are divided into two main tracks, engineering and software. Besides engineering and networking infrastructure, Cisco also provides software-related certification, including programming and network automation. So, Cisco offers both hardware and software career paths. The first certification level that we will study is the associate level, which is CCNA, Cisco Certified Network Associate. This is the entry level certification and serves as the foundation for learning Cisco networking. If you are interested in continuing your Cisco journey, you can move on to the specialist level with the Cisco Certification Specialist certification. The advanced to the professional level with CCNA, CCNP, Cisco Certified Network Professional. Finally, this is the experts level, which is the highest certification in Cisco networking known as CCIE, Cisco Certified Internet Work Expert. For the software track, Cisco also offers DevNet Associate, DevNet Specialist, DevNet Professional, and DevNet Expert certification. Commission. So, These are the certification stages you can follow if you were to become a Cisco networking expert. As we know, Cisco Packet Tracker is a network simulation application that allows us to design, configure and implement Cisco network in a virtual environment. It helps us practice networking concepts and Cisco device configuration without us using physical hardware. Now I will explain the basic Cisco configuration. Now first let's look at the device used for remote Cisco device. Remote access to Cisco device. This include a switch, a router, a PC or laptop, a console cable, and console port. Next, let's talk about the console cable. It console to RJ. Next, after connection to the device, we can begin the basic configuration where we set up the initial settings and prepare the Cisco device for network operation. Before we start configuring a Cisco switch or router, we need to understand the different operating modes. The first mode is user access access mode. User access mode. The command from indicator looks like this. Switch in user access mode, only basic commands are available. This mode is reserved for basic monitoring and testing, and it does not allow configuration device. After entering access mode, the next step is to tap the enable command to enter privileged access mode. In this mode, the command from changes to switch, which is indicated by the hash symbol. Privileged access mode provides access to more advanced and important commands such as how running config. We enter this mode from user access mode by using the enable command. When we are in user access mode, we can enter to enable command to move to private access mode. In server access mode, we can view the device status and network information, but we still cannot configure the device. To start configuring the device, we need to enter global configuration mode by typing the configuration terminal command. In global configuration mode, we can perform the general configuration of the Cisco device, such as changing the hostname, setting password, and configuring other system-wide settings. In addition to global configuration mode, Cisco device also has sub-configuration modes where are used to configure specific features such as interface, balance, or routing protocols. In global configuration mode, we can perform the general configuration of the Cisco device, such as changing the hostname, settings, password, and the Cisco device, such as changing the hostname, setting password, and configuring other system wide settings. In the global configuration mode, we can perform into global configuration mode. Cisco device also have sub configuration mode, which are used to configure prefix factors such as interface, VLANs, or routing protocols. For example, when we enter an interface command or another configuration command, the command from will change to indicate that we have entered a sub-configuration mode. If the from displays switch config if for in it means that we are interface configuration mode. This mode is also to configure a specific interface or port on the switch, such as assigning into VLAN 10, VLAN 20, or configuring other interface settings. There is also switch config. Sorry. LAN which is LAN configuration mode. This mode is used to configure access to the device, such as console and remote login settings. It allows us to manage What is formatted to access the device and how user can connect to it. And summary interface configuration mode is also to configure network interface or ports, while line configuration mode is also to configure user access and connection to the Cisco device. Next, let's discuss some basic Cisco configuration. Interface on its hostname configuration. This is very simple because the hostname is only used to give a name to device. For example, we can enter commit hostname as we want, and the device name will automatically change to SV1. In a real network environment, we often have many switches and routes. Assigning a hostname helps us identify each device easily, so we always know which switch or route we are configuring. The next configuration is enable password configuration. This is used to protect the device by requiring a password before entering privileged access mode. Next, we have the IP address configuration. Configuring an IP address on an interface is typically performed on a router or a layer 3 switch. Layer 3. Since this device can route traffic between networks, however, a layer 2 switch can also be assigned an IP address, usually on a management VLAN, so that it can be managed and monitored remotely over the network. Next, let's talk about the console password configuration. This password is used to secure access through the console port when someone connects to the device using a console cable. They must enter the console password before they can continue accessing the device. Its purpose is similar to the enable secret password, which helps prevent unauthorized access. Another info configuration in the PDE password configuration, which is the for telnet or SSH remote access, which is used. This password is required whenever we remotely connect to a Cisco switch or route over the network, providing additional security for remote management. The next step is saving to configuration. We need to save the configuration so that it will not be lost after the device is restored. We can save it by using the read is read is read memory command. If need, we can also use coffee running config startup config. which perform the same function. After saving the configuration, we should verify that everything has been configured correctly. To check the status of our interface, we asset the show IP interface. Brief comment. This command display our interface entire chart status, helping us verify that the force have been configured properly. To view the active configuration directly running on the device, we use the show running config command. This display as active setting as IP address, VLAN, routing configuration, and other system configuration. Finally, to view the 7 configuration that will be loaded when the device restart, we use the show startup config command. Next, we will directly implement this material using Cisco Packet Tag. Alright everyone, we will end on route and on switch. We will end one router and one switch. Router, one switch. You are free to choose any route model and any switch model. After that, connect to the base. The basis configuration such as hostname, password, and other settings are essentially the same on both routers and switches. The main difference lies in IP address configuration. On a switch, IP configuration is not formatted in the same way as in the on router. Earlier, we learned about user access mode. To enter free flagged access mode, use the following commands. Enable Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I just had to let you know you're